Good morning and welcome live to WKNI TV 25 this morning. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning out here right now. If you're seeing this later on during the afternoon or whatever, we're kind of changing our programming up a little bit. We're doing local interviews and stuff like that instead of the news and stuff this week through the holiday. And we've got a friend of ours here that we visit all the time from a local store here in town that's been here, I guess, about 5 years, 6 years, but from Marvins. We got Mike Lovering here. Mike, welcome to WKNI TV. And did you bring any screws and bolts and
not this morning. I didn't.
2x4s, 4x4s.
I got a sheet of plywood out the back of the truck, but I don't think we want to drag that up in here. No, I didn't bring anything with me this morning. I did bring several topics that I thought might interest people.
All right. Well,
just kind of let us know what we do out there and talk to you about it this morning.
Wonderful. Glad to have you on. We've been talking about it for a while. Y'all have gotten really involved with the community since you've been here. You just had a project that y'all finished up here for the Christmas holiday.
Yep, we did the Make-A-Wish. We teamed up with Macy's. We were one of the partners. I know it's been advertised on TV, where Macy's was donating an amount of money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. We collected about 1,200 letters from Santa. And for every letter that one of their subordinates, such as us, collect and send back to Macy's, they donate $1 per letter to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And our company got into this project, and I hadn't got the final results yet, but I know that we collected 1,200 approximately. And I'm sure most of the other stores, we have another 28 stores that I'm sure they collected somewhere around the same amount, if not more. But we were real happy to do that. This is the second year we've done that. Last year when we did it, we got right in on the tail end of it and really didn't get to promote it very much. But I'd like to say for the community, most of those letters came from the schools, the local schools.
Wow.
Our commercial person, Claire Price, went out to all the different schools. Along with this, see, we've donated Christmas trees to the schools ever since we've opened. The first year we opened, we started donating Christmas trees to any of the local schools. And after the first year, we kind of did it for the smaller schools, the elementary. The high schools didn't seem to be that excited about it, but that's okay. It's something that as we get older, we don't have as much fascination about. But we donate probably 8 to 10 trees a year to the schools. If there's somebody we've missed, please let us know. We'll put you on the list for next year. We bring you out a live tree. We'll bring you a stand the first time. We bring a bunch of literature for the grammar school children so they know how to take care of a tree. It tells you where the Christmas tree originated, different things like that. We also donate Christmas trees to any of the assisted living facilities that would like one. We've donated as far as Florala. We went down there and delivered a couple of trees to them. This is something that they just did last week. We got in on the tail end of this.
Coffee pods
competing
with you.
That's all right. I can overtalk a coffee pod. But this year we came out with a program just a couple of days ago, and we should have started earlier, but we will next year. It's where every employee in a Marvin store can donate a Christmas tree to a needy family in the community. So you could have anywhere from 18 to 25 trees donated per store into the local community at no charge. And we're really excited about that program. Unfortunately, we started a little late this year, but we will be in full swing with it next year. So that's kind of what we do with the Make-A-Wish Foundation this year. And we're just happy to do it for the community.
Well, you guys have been involved in the community. A lot of folks say the big box stores come to town and they don't get involved and they just take and not give back. I've known y'all since you opened, and I've seen y'all involved in stuff like this. I've seen you involved with the schools. I've seen you involved with different programs in the community. And I have to say, Marvin's has stepped up to the plate for the Covington County area to have you here. And I was afraid of y'all at first because I sat there and I said, well, there you go. We do have mom and pop stores. We do have local stores. But what's neat is if you don't have it, I've heard your people say, hey, go down here to Brooks. They'll probably have it. And you guys are wide open to assisting in the community.
We've donated to several things. We've donated to all kinds of. If you see me looking away, I'm looking at my notepad here.
Cheat sheet.
Cheat sheet.
We got them.
We've donated to several clubs, organizations. Just recently, I was down at having my doctor's appointment, and one of the young ladies there, she's from the Young Women's League here. She asked me, if I was a store manager. I said, yeah. She said, I talked to you the other day. I said, yeah, I know. And she had asked about donating something to the Women's League. We said, yeah, we'd be wide open to that. We've donated to, just anybody that walks in there and has some kind of printed form of something they're doing. It doesn't have to be a civic service. It's for private donations if they're having a rally for raising money for somebody that needs to have an operation, somebody that's going to the hospital, somebody that's their house is burned down. We've donated to any of the poker runs, any of the clubs and organizations come in, they say we're having a raffle. We need a door prize. And I said, what do you want? And they kind of looked surprised. I said, tell me what you need and show me, because I have so many, a variety.
I need to get one of them routers, so I'm going to have a.
Yeah.
No, I'm just.
But we don't just donate $5 nonsense items.
Right.
I give them toolkits, birdhouses, whatever it is they think that the group of people they're ministering to or are organizing is going to go for. If it's a bunch of guys mine in your age, which I know you're younger than I am.
Of course.
I thought I'd throw that in. I might get a brownie point there. But if it's a group of guys mostly our age that's going to attend this function, I donate toolkits. We're not talking the little 5-piece combo wrench set. I give them a big crescent tool set and something like that. Something that's nice to have. When we send something to one of these organizations, and I want them to know that we gave something decent. But we donate to anybody that'll come in and talk to us. We're really happy to do
like
that.
I say, y'all have been very willing to work, with the community and the people that come in. I belong to the car club here locally, and you've helped them out in the past. And, you're always, you guys, like you say, you're always there to assist. And one of the neat things I like about coming into your store than some of the other places that you go to, you're greeted when you walk in, and also if you look like you're looking for something, somebody's going to ask you, is there something I can help you with? And you don't have to go hunt anybody down. And they're there, and there's that service desk right in the middle of the store as well.
Absolutely.
And
well, that's one of our prime focuses. I know, you see it all the time in somebody's mission statement, or they have a saying on the door, and everybody talks about customer service. Well, we like to think that we do it there. That is one of my main goals. You see me in there, I'm kind of nonstop. I'm running from one end of the store to the other.
I see you in the lounge all the time.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just teasing.
The lounge has to be maintained, But we like to do that. I mean, customer service is a real big thing to me. And if somebody feels like they're not getting waited on, they need to come see me. My name is Mike. All you got to do is come find me. My picture's at the front.
You can't run too far.
No, not too far. It has my phone number, my email, everything's on there. Speaking of email, our website, marvins.com. You can go to marvinsbuildingmaterial.com. We also are connected to Facebook, Twitter. I saw something else on there recently.
There's so many different IMs in our individual messages.
And I can't figure out how to work those, but that's okay.
Facebook, I've got Pat.
But we really started launching a huge campaign this year, about the middle of the year. You'll notice that we're trying to get some more information out there to the people. We now have where you can look up products, pricing, and it's by store. See, that's the tricky part about us, is we don't have a set price and it's across the chain. We have a price compared to the people that we locally
This market.
Right. If everybody around me is selling landscape timbers for $2, just say, and the store I've got that's in Demopolis, everybody in their market selling it for $3, then we adjust accordingly. We set our pricing according to what everybody else is doing around us, even though we lose money a lot of times.
Well, Mike, we're going to take a quick commercial break. I see the sun has not been our friend this morning, and we're going to make a couple of quick changes on that. But we're going to come right back after a commercial break and talk a little bit more about the services that you have there, also about product and some of the things there, and prices. I mean, lumber has been a big commodity of late, and prices going up and down on that, mostly up. Yep. But, you know, there's reasons for that. And some of the pricing that you have at Marvins is very comparable and less expensive than most places around. So I know I shop there all the time. But we'll be back with more right after this with Mike from Marvins. I'm not going to call him Lovingly. He's Mike to me, and we appreciate him coming in this morning and sharing with us. We got to get the sunlight situation resolved, and be right back after this. Remember, keep it real. Keep God in it. We'll be right back. And welcome back once again to WKNI TV 25 here on the square on a beautiful sunny morning. And that sun just made him look all sorts of funny over there. I looked up at the monitor and I said, "Oh, what happened to him?" But we got that fixed, and we apologize for that. But Mike, great things going on at Marvin's. We go over there. We buy lumber from you. We've, you know, gotten tools. We've gotten nuts and bolts and things like that you have, hinges, you know, drill bits. I mean, I'm constantly always looking for drill bits, and just some great stuff that you have. You have everything for a handyman.
Yeah, we have pretty much everything you could use to build a house or remodel a house, except for air conditioners. Well, when I say air conditioners, I mean whole house units.
Right.
I carry
Central
portable
air heat,
conditioners,
yeah.
central air units, yeah. And the ductwork. I mean, other than that, you can build a house out of our store. You can put everything in it. You can sheetrock it. You can wire it. The lighting, the flooring, just real quick, you know, we do lumber, electrical, lighting, flooring, plumbing. We carry appliances. We carry bedding, Serta bedding, and it's not seconds, it's top line Serta mattresses. Simmons furniture, tools. We carry Valspar paint, which is one of the top lines in the country. We're really proud of that. We just recently did that. But you can build an entire house and do any remodeling project out of our store.
The paint on these walls and the wood that's up there around this all came from your store. And you know, you've got the paint matcher, that second to none, by the way. I went to several different locations in the area to get a certain paint. In fact, that brown that you see on the wall, I call it a chocolate brown. And nobody could come up with what I was looking for. They'd mix and they'd say, you know, this is it. It never looked right on the wall. And I went to your store, and I can't remember her name, but she's the older blonde lady that's there. Not the real old one, but it's not the ones I pick on all the time. But she came over there and she mixed it, and there it is. I mean, I was like, that's it. I wanted a chocolate brown on the walls, and not too dark and not too light, and she mixed it right to the T. So
and that's something we're happy to do. You know,
that's a new machine, isn't it?
Yes, it's we just got this system about 6 months ago, maybe not that long. Prior to that, we carried Dutch Boy and a line of Marvin's paint, which Dutch Boy made for us, but I wasn't real crazy about it, but that's all fine and good. It was really good paint. I just wanted a name brand paint. I think people like that. They like to know that they're getting something quality, you know, and we have several.
Something that'll last.
Yeah, we have several good paint stores in the area, and what we don't have, we recommend to other people in the area.
Exactly.
Some folks are driven by a specific name they like to buy, and if we know who carries it, we send them over there.
Well, paint is just an example, but there's many things over there that you carry, and you carry the quality items over there, and at a price, again, affordable to the area. I'm not going to say where I went to, but let's just say I went south of here to Florida town, and they had a Marvins, and it was a little bit more expensive there than it was here on certain things that I looked at. And I was like, you know, but you guys do curtail to the area that you're in, and that's, you know, all you have to do is take a price of something that's here and go to wherever, and you'll see, you know, And that's cool because you're working within the economy of that community, and that's
You're
something you don't
absolutely correct, Eddie. And I get asked this a lot, and my people get asked a lot. Do you match Home Depot or Lowe's? Because we do have a price match guarantee sign up in the front of our store. Let me kind of slide to the side a little bit, because what that price match guarantee says, we'll price match anybody's retail price. That's all fine and good. No issue. Lowe's and Home Depot are not in our market, but I'm not going to sit here and say that I will match them price for price, but I will make it worthwhile not to have to drive 40 miles to get the same product. Am I being vague, or am I being clear?
You're being very clear on that one, because that's a long drive.
Yeah, they tell us what it is they want.
And don't be
Have
shy
they
about
priced
it. Just say, hey, Mike, price over here,
And if they don't know, I can look it up for them. We can look up Lowe's and Home Depot price on our system right there in the store.
And you've done that for me, because I'll come in there and say, Mike, I can get this over, and then there's no argument about, well, Eddie, I'm saving you $20 in gas, or, the time to go over there and the wear and tear on your vehicle, and then transporting it to and from, and not just that, but you also deliver as well.
We don't charge for delivery.
See, I knew that, because y'all delivered stuff to me.
A lot of people do not know that. We do not charge for delivery. We just ask them to be patient and let us work it into our schedule so that we can kind of coordinate and maybe get something else going that direction. We are normally booked a day and a half in advance. We make a lot of deliveries, and that's one of the things that drives it is our regular customers know we don't charge for delivery. So they're usually in there and they book their deliveries, and if you just give us a day or two to work it in, everything's fine. There's nothing I can do about when you come in and say, I've got to have it this afternoon. If I can, I will.
Right.
But if I can't, I'm sorry. That's
I've been lucky. You've been able to get my stuff to me sometimes the same day, because it's not a big item. It's in something that'll fit in. It was bulk, but it fit in the back of a pickup truck, and y'all have a pickup truck.
Yeah.
And you send out the truck with that delivery versus having that other truck running around as well.
We have a 16-foot flatbed. It doesn't raise. It does dump. So we do a lot of dump loads. We do a lot of hand unloading material. And we also have the pickup truck, and I've generally got 2 or 3 people around the store at any given time that can drive and make a delivery, and I've generally got 2 trucks out. I've got the big one and the pickup truck. And we also, on that note, you've seen it a lot, we go to different stores when we don't have what you need, or if you need 20 pieces of roofing and we only had 10. Eddie, give us a couple of days, we'll run over to Greenville.
You did that for us on the cabinet.
Cabinet hardware?
Yeah. I remember that when we had the house fire. Yeah.
Yep. Cabinet hardware. I mean, where else do you go that somebody will drive 35, 40 miles to another store, pick it up, bring it back,
and y'all did that.
And it was just some cabinet knobs.
You guys, when we had the house fire and we had the contractor in there, Teresa picked out, she walked into your store, and she picked out what she enjoyed or what she liked, and you only had like half of what we needed in the store. And lots of times they say, well, that's a discontinued item, or we're not, when you go to different places. And you guys came up and said, hey, hold on, let's go see what we can find. In 5 minutes, she came back and said, I can have them here tomorrow. Just come on by. And the contractor went by and picked them up the next day, and we got them installed on the new cabinets.
Yep.
So, in fact, let me tell you what we did with the house fire with y'all. We bought all the cabinets from you. We bought the countertops from you. We bought the hardware from you, the overhead exhaust fan,
right?
The lighting fixture, every lighting fixture in that. I didn't realize we done all Marvins just till now. But 90% of that restoration after the house fire was done through Marvins, and it saved so much money. Okay, that we were like, really. We had it priced by professionals that came out and said, it's going to cost this much to get it done and this much for your items. Well, they were going for the high dollar, stuff. We got the same quality stuff at Marvins.
That's really one of our goals that our buyers do, and it's part of our mission statement and part of our values. We have a set of values we work by. We have, and part of that is that we want to provide a good quality product at an affordable price. You don't have to have a high-end product to make your home look good, but you do want a quality product in your home. Our lighting section, you walk in there and look, and there's a lot of, they look like real heavy metal. And that is actually what it is. I mean, these light fixtures are $100 and under. That is not plastic. Those are actual, metal, bronze. They're heavy quality products.
I just looked in here and said, geez, does these look familiar? Here's the lighting here. Those lights over there and these here.
It's like on our flooring. We carry Johnson flooring. We carry Tarkett flooring. We carry Doll Tile, that's at the ceramic tile line. We've carried that in the past. We have Emser Tile. And special order, we can special order a lot of things. You can look through our books. One of the things I've found out on the special order side, and we do get a lot of that in Andalusia. In Andalusia, our community, they know what they want, and they don't mind waiting.
Right.
Which I think is just awesome. 'Cause we have great customers that come in there, and but they know what they want. We go and find it for them. They don't mind waiting 2 and 3 weeks, because with our system, the way we're set up, we don't have internet access to the outside world, and so on the weekends, as much as I hate to say, I have a lot of folks come in, want a price on something over the weekend, and I can't give it to them because I don't have access to the company. I don't have a pre-set up price from them or anything. And it's something that I really hate having to tell them, but we try to get the price for them on Monday or Tuesday. But I just don't have that available on the weekends. Now, through the week, we can get any price you want and get it to you right then.
Mike, one of the other things is I subscribed online to Marvin's email list, and I get specials every week that come out of Marvin, Saturday specials and things like that just on that day they're available. And it's an advantage to have that, because if you just walk in the store, you would not know those things were on sale.
And currently we have a 12 Days of Christmas program. We're in the 3rd day.
I got to get over there.
Of the 12 Days of Christmas, and you go online, and it tells you what product we have on sale that day, and it's good for that day. And I've had a lot of people come in with coupons and things like that they get offline. I've had a lot of people tell me, I saw this online. I said, well, did you bring the coupon or anything? No, I didn't. I'll go home, print it out, and come back tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
You do it right there.
I just go ahead and do it. Yeah, we just don't get hung up on things like that. You don't have to have that piece of paper. If you saw it and you told me about it, I have no reason not to think you saw it, and you're perfectly fine to get it.
Well, Mike, we're up against time right now, but a couple of things I wanted to share with y'all is that's watching is the personnel there at the store. You hire locally. You bring people in locally. You've got great benefits. You've got you've got longevity at the store, and people just don't come in and go. I mean, there's people there since day one that are still there, and some that left on their own volition and then came back. And I'm not going to mention her name, but she's a little sweetheart. You got some great people over there, but folks. They're open Monday through Sunday, right?
7 days a week.
And what's your hours?
Monday through Saturday, we're open 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday, we're open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay. And again, folks, they're located on the West Bypass out there. You know where they're at, next to
Tractor Supply,
Pick and Save, and Massey Automotive. There we go. I was trying to pull that out, but they're on that side of the road right there. You got outdoor supplies, you got lumber. We're going to talk about the wood and stuff like that and lumber prices, but you got fencing, you've got everything. You drive up out there, it's a full service community. I call it a community store. Back in the day, see, a lot of smaller stores can't afford to carry the inventory that Marvins carries in this community. And we're blessed to have that ability here in the community, and we thank you for that. We're going to talk about all these other things, but Mike, we're going to open an invitation for you to come back.
Okay.
And we'd like to come out there and maybe shoot some stuff around the store, look at the different lumbers, and you know, some people sit there and go, a 2x4x8, what's that? And you know, I do it with Teresa all the time. I go, you know, hey, go pick me up a 4x4x12. And she'll sit there and go, and then I get a phone call while she's at the store going, what was that you wanted? I got Mike here. What do you want?
Yep. I've talked on more people's cell phones than should be allowed, especially down in the plumbing area. You know.
Oh yeah, there you go.
The wife is there, and they don't know what it is that they got sent after. And I said, here, let me talk to him. I'll call him or I'll talk to him on your phone, and we get it sorted out and get them on their way.
We're blessed to have Marvins, and we're grateful to have you come on, Mike. We want you to come back more often, share with our viewers some of the stuff that's happening out there. Thank you for your community service that you do in this community, and your employees for their cheerfulness and putting up with Eddie when he walks in the store. Because, boy, I'm a hard customer over there when I come in, and I pick on them all the time. But you got some great folks over there. And again, folks, we're blessed to have such a store as Marvin's in the community. Mike, thank you so much. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And we're going to see you after the holidays and get on over there and do some things with you. Folks, Mike Lovington.
Lovering.
Lovering. That's it. I'll get it. It's L-O-V-E-I-N-G.
Yeah, it's just Mike. That's the only name on my badge.
That's it. But come on out there. If he's not there, he's got some great, capable people over there that'll assist you in your needs. And if they don't have it, they'll find it for you. I've seen that happen with me a number of times. You're talking to a guy that went through a house fire and built a new studio all in the same year. And so Marvin's was my next, you know, my second home, I guess, or third home. And we certainly shopped as locally as we could. And again, you know, a lot of people give flack about, you know, oh, they're a box store. But they put back into the community.
Absolutely.
And as you heard Mike say here before, you got something you want to get out there and got a fundraiser going on, don't leave him out of the picture because he's willing to help you. And I know he's not going to sit there and, I'm not going to say what big box store it was, but just yesterday somebody was online talking about how one of these big box stores wouldn't even help a teacher out at the school to give some small supplies to. And it was just like, really? You know? And I called him, and I talked to the store manager. You know me, I'll do it. And the store, yes, sir. Well, no, we can't do that. If every teacher came in and asked for that, then we'd go out of business. I go, well, the same teachers and their families and the students' families come shopping at your store. And you know, once word gets out on Facebook like that, it's a disaster. And I said, you know, over 500 people have commented on that. And he said, oh, really? And he started backpedaling a little bit. But don't have to worry about that.
I've had several teachers doing a project or Bible school in July. You know, VBS. I look forward to that time of year because I used to be a youth minister and helped in a lot of things.
I knew there's a good thing about you.
But I love that time of year. And I love the teachers to come in and talk to me. If they'll tell me that's what it's for their classrooms. And you'd be surprised that, this is interesting, you'd be surprised at the number of teachers that are, should I say this or not, are paying for things out of their pocket.
Oh yeah, they do it all the time. That's another story. That's another show.
We don't want to get too involved in that, do we?
Man, well, I don't mind because these teachers, you know, in Covington County and in city school system, there's not a lot of funds for them to do things with the students, and it's businesses such as yours that help out these children and the students in classrooms.
But that's the dedication of our teachers in this area. I see it, and you know, I don't just talk about it, but I see it happen in my store where they say, well, you know, I've only got so much money to deal with, and it's not school money they're spending; it's their money to make that little bit of difference for their students.
Well, I saw you one day. I'm not going to say what teacher it was, but they were over there, and was you and that other young lady that's over there, and they had I heard they had so much to do a project with. I didn't know whose money it was, and y'all took that 3 times over and got them 3 times their money's worth.
Oh, yeah.
And I heard the teacher commenting on it as she was going out the door. So y'all do good stuff. Yeah. We got to get out of here. Teresa's over here going, rant. And we don't want her to get too stressed out today. But Mike, thanks for coming on. And again, we'll have you. And God bless y'all. Folks, Marvins, don't forget, they're good people over there. That's community people working in that store. And it's a very positive addition to our community over the past years. And Mike's been there since the get-go.
Absolutely.
I remember when you were first looking at the door and unlocking the door, and we took a picture of you there, and you're like deer in headlights. You didn't know what to expect. Folks, remember, keep it real, keep God in it. Continue to watch WKNI throughout the week. We're going to have the Christmas parades. We're going to have different events. We've got the Christmas movies starting tonight. And we're going to have those on. We've got Miracle on 34th Street. We've got all the old movies. Christmas Carol, the real Charles Dickens Christmas Carol. Mm-hmm. We've got It's a Wonderful Life, and it's a White Christmas, and all that stuff coming on. So stay tuned to WKNI throughout the Christmas holiday and view those, as well as these interviews that we have with our local community. This is WKNI TV, your community TV station. We thank you all for being supportive of us and watching. God bless you. Remember, keep it real. Keep God in it.